And welcome back to the Right Turn Randy channel. I just finished filming the outro to the last video and we're starting on a brand new one. So we're gonna take this alternator right here. I'm gonna move it all the way over here to the left-hand side, and it should be behind the snout and everything from the supercharger to clear all of that stuff. Then we're gonna have an electric water pump that's gonna sit right there. And then we have an ATI damper that's gonna go down there. That'll be awesome, because it'll be so much easier to see it, to time it, because there's no timing tape on there right now. It's just a slash in the middle of the harmonic balancer. After all the front accessories are on this engine, there's really not much left. It'll just be an oil change, get the intake manifold off, put the new intake manifold on, and building the Y system to feed both of the carburetors. And that should be it. Just then it's all the supercharger stuff. So it's actually getting really close. And I'm glad you guys are all along for the ride. So let's get started on this thing. All right, these bolts here are going into the block, but they're reaching a very definite stopping point. They're bottoming out in there. Like, I'm gonna snap the bolt off if I start going real hard on it. I can see where the bolt is supposed to sit when I set this up like that. So I can just measure how much thread I need to cut off. And one bolt at a time, I'll cut the end off and shorten the bolt so that I can get it to fit in the block. Ricky's back there supervising. What's up, Ricky? What are you so quiet all the time for? Dude's no help in the garage. Guy could drive though, seriously. Maybe you cut down one of these little bolts. You always want to make sure you get a file and file down the starter there so that it's easier to thread into the hole. But this one looks like it's got a little bit of a tip right there. I should probably carve that off. But these are coming out pretty nicely though. They're doing okay. This is a really weird setup. I don't know how they made these like spacer bolt things, but this is that's weird. That's really weird. This bolt feels like it was only torqued to like 30 pounds or something. Is that right? I don't know, I've never taken off a harmonic balancer before, so I don't really know. I don't really know what I'm doing. Okay, I got this harmonic balancer off. Alright, I got this harmonic balancer off. I think this looks like it might be the original harmonic balancer from that thing. It's beat, like in the middle right there. Looks like it's been hammered on quite a bit. The rubber's not actually coming out of it, it's just coming apart. And that's what you can see right there. If you can see that keyway, it's been completely like beaten in. Anyway, alright, so I gotta install the ATI damper now. Okay, I've run into a bit of a snag. This damper right here, which is the ATI damper that I ordered for the whole kit, it has the 6-bolt pattern right here. And that will fit the Gilmer belt drive for the bottom, but I can't bolt the pulleys to it. So the Gilmer belt drive is supposed to bolt to the pulley, which is then supposed to bolt to the damper. But this damper is made so that it's like the pulley bolts directly to it. And also, it has this really huge like pilot hole here, and this is the wrong size. So the Gilmer pulley that goes on this, even if I did bolt the Gilmer pulley straight to this, there'd be like 1/8 of an inch of space all the way around this, and that's not going to work. So I'm going to have to send this back to Summit and get an OE bolt pattern style ATI damper. I called ATI, I already have a part number for that. So I'm going to send this back out to Summit, and they should be able to exchange that and get me the right balancer, because I screwed up ordering this one. So this will be the second thing I'm returning, but it shouldn't take too long to get it out to Summit and have them send me out the correct one. So with the balancer being sent back out, I'm kind of stuck right now because I can't put the front accessories on, because if I start putting front accessories on, I'll eventually have to take them off anyway to get the balancer on. Without the front accessories, I can't take the car on a test drive. And I want to take the car on a test drive with the ignition, the MSD ignition obviously, and be able to test the spark for that, and also on the current fuel system and with all the front accessories to make sure all that stuff works before I start building the blower. Once I get the balancer and the MSD ignition back, I'm essentially going to put all of the front accessories on and take the car for a test drive. Once the car has gone for a test drive, then I'm going to be doing all of the things that are necessary to get the blower on and working. Without the front balancer, I'm not going to be able to make sure that anything is working. I'm not going to be able to make sure that anything fits. So I have to wait on that stuff for now. Maybe I'll clean out the old kegerator, brew some beer to kill the time. I'll have to figure something out. But for right now, on the car, I'm sort of stuck. The balancer should have already made it to Summit by now, and the MSD distributor, they told me it was a 15-day turnaround, and that should already be at MSD by now. So 2 weeks, I should have everything back. So for now, I'm going to clean up this garage a little bit. I've got parts everywhere, Mountain Dew cans. So we're gonna clean all this stuff up, probably brew some beer, and wait for my parts. But unfortunately, kind of a short one. That's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the videos, please subscribe, and I will see you next time.